Hi, today's video is about how to enhance your self-confidence. I'm sure in the past you would have felt nervous getting up for a big project. For example, if someone of authority asked you to go up on stage and give a speech in front of a large audience, you must have felt those jitters and nervousness in the pit of your stomach, right? This is completely normal. But what would you have done to overcome it? I'm sure you would have asked yourself questions like, am I gonna be a good orator? Am I gonna be good at this? What if they laugh at me? Etc. This all comes from fear. Fear of criticism, fear of failure, etc. Which is normal, yes, but it only worsens the situation and at times it may hinder your performance. In order to overcome this, I suggest that you use a technique called as positive visualization. This technique works on the principle that you imagine a positive outcome to whatever you're going to try to achieve even before beginning the task. For example, imagine right before the speech that you have already walked on stage, greeted your audience, with a lot of confidence, etc. And now you start to speak. Your oration is perfect, you have been able to really get your message to the audience, and by the end, you get a standing ovation and a huge round of applause. This will help you believe and actually realize that you are in charge, and it will help you understand and believe in yourself that you can actually achieve whatever goal you're trying to. Trust me, this technique actually works. Now, all of us are of course afraid of failure. You must have experienced failure at something that you would have done in the past. I have too. Now, all of us think that criticism is a very negative thing. We should, dwell on failures, and we should, like if we failed at something, we should not try it again. But that's not how it works. Failure is a learning opportunity. I have also failed at a lot of things in my life, and you would have to. But now, the point that I am in my life, I think that those past failures have taught me more than anybody or anything else has. They have given me a lot of new perspective, and I have actually developed a lot of learning principles that help me in everything that I try to achieve now. For example, if you are trying to get a job, okay, and it's this dream job that you've had, and you go and give your interview to the best of your capability, but later on, instead of hearing good news, you hold a rejection letter in your hand. Of course it hurts a lot, but you see, it was not the last firm on earth, right? There are a million other firms, a million other job opportunities, a million other things that you can do, okay? You don't get one try, you get unlimited tries. So you're going to be successful in the future. What you should do is you should introspect and analyze, and you should not think, this is what I sucked at. No, you don't suck at things. The thing is, you need to identify what could you have done better. When you have identified this, in your next interview or in your next interaction, whatever it is, trust me, you will be a million times better. Now, the thing is, it's all very easy for me to say this, and of course, it's not gonna happen in one day, because imagine that, okay, I'll take it on myself. For example, I say to myself, you know what, you're gonna be a millionaire by next week. Am I gonna be a millionaire by next week? Of course not. I'm gonna fail, and I'm going to feel tragically disappointed. You know why? This is because I set an unrealistic goal for myself. What you need to do is, you need to set a series of realistic, achievable goals for yourself, like a ladder. A ladder is never like this, the steps of it are always inclined, upwards at, like, say, a 45-degree angle. So this is your first step, this is the second one, this is the third one, and so on. If you're here and you try to jump to the highest step of the ladder, of course you're going to fall back down, right? So what you need to do is you need to climb one step at a time, and slowly and steadily you will reach your final destination, which is, well, of course, success. So instead of trying to be a millionaire in just 1 week, I'm going to say climb the first step, which is like cutting down my expenditure, and the second would be like the money that I've saved, putting into a savings account, and slowly my wealth will accumulate, and I might not become a millionaire maybe, but well, I would have increased my wealth, and that serves the purpose too. So this is how you identify which goals are actually realistic and achievable. Now the thing is, your goal should actually be centered about your strengths and skills. For example, if I decide that, I'm going to be a tennis player. I actually haven't played a lot of tennis in my life, and well, I could try and learn, but for example, if I decide to go into corporate and I decide to go for a job in PR, I'm going to be better at it because I'm confident about my communication skills. So this is how you identify first your strengths, your skills, and on the basis of that you achieve a goal, and trust me, it's going to be easier to achieve, and you're going to feel more passionate about it too. Now, a lot of stuff that I said is about like big goals or projects that you'll be working on. Now I'm going to tell you how to deal with nervousness or shyness in day-to-day life. Even if you have a bubbly and chirpy personality, at times you may feel that you have retreated into a shell and you feel shy in front of strangers or whatever. You just can't, talk properly or whatever. This happens because you are uncomfortable in social gatherings and you're just not used to talking to strangers a lot. But you can develop a habit of this as well. For example, if you say you're an introvert, okay, I am too actually. I don't know how much of that is being quoted in this video, but I am too. So what you're going to do is you're going to start practicing talking to a stranger. Now of course the idea of talking to just anybody on the street seems very daunting. So what you're going to do is go to a favorite restaurant, take a friend along or a family member along, whosoever you feel comfortable with. Now let them order the whole thing for you, the main course, starter, dessert, everything. But when you have to choose a beverage, whether it's a coffee or an orange juice or whatever you're going for, you take charge and you talk to whosoever is taking your order and say very confidently that, you know what, I would like this to go with my food please. And you don't stop at this. You practice this, just ordering the beverage 2 to 3 times. I know it may sound silly to some people, but trust me, the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. When you finally achieve the task of being able to order your beverage confidently, take it up to ordering a side plate of fries or say a starter or something like that. Practice this again, and when you become confident with this, you can go on to order the whole the whole 3-course meal for yourself. Now, the person who took your order was a stranger, right? He or she was not a part of your comfort circle, but still, you have now mastered the art of being able to talk to them. I will give you a personal example. In my past, I used to be really nervous about paying cash at the till. This was because I used to be really bad at calculations. So what I did was I decided, I'm going to keep this fear out of me. In my left hand, I held wads of cash, and in my right, I held a credit card. What I did was I set a limit for myself. If my bill was up to say 500, I would pay by cash. But if it went beyond that, I used my credit card. Slowly increase this limit to 1,000, and then when it wasn't 1,000 immediately, it was 500 to 700, then 900, then 1,000, and well so on. Now you may feel that you can pay by credit card too, but I'm talking about an emergency situation when say I'm stuck without a credit card, which has happened with me and I still avoided shopping. So this is how I kicked my fear out, and trust me, by using the restaurant example of talking to whosoever is taking your order, you're slowly gonna get accustomed to the idea of talking to strangers. And now when you're going to attend family functions with a lot of relatives that you can't really recognize, or say you're meeting a new group of people, you are, trust me, gonna be much more confident in talking to them. This really works. And remember the ladder example that I gave you. If you try to take the big leap and try to jump to the top, it's not gonna happen. You're going to have to practice these techniques every single day. And of course you can take help of your family members or relatives or whosoever you feel comfortable with. And you're doing already better than you think you are. You're going to get wherever you want to get. And of course, well, you're great at everything that you're going to do. Just believe in yourself. Till then, hang in there. Loads of love and positivity. Thanks for watching. Bye.